guys, it's Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, you know me in my tap videos. I always try to teach something, whether it's a specific tap step or a tap tutorial on a combo. I have to admit, this week I am doing something pretty much apropos of nothing except Barbie. It is a Barbie themed week for me. I got these Barbie shoes. That's what I'm calling them because they're bubblegum pink and they're very retro. I fell in love with them, so I had to have them. But somebody asked me once, can you tap in any kind of heel? Because I love tapping in heels. That's what I prefer to tap in. And I got these and I was like, I wonder if I can tap in my Barbie heels. So I thought this is just a crazy fun little video. I'm seeing if I can tap in these Barbie heels. Let's find out together. All right, so I'm just gonna do a few basic tap steps and let's just see what it sounds like. Let's just start out with some basic flaps. Okay, interesting. Considering it's got such a thick platform, yes, I can do flaps, but it sounds very muted, so interesting. Let me try a basic time step. When I go forward on that flap, I seem to get a little stuck. So I don't really I have to really think harder in going forward so I don't get stuck on that flap. Okay, let's try I noticed obviously there's a heavier heel sound with these big clunky heels. So let me try a heavy heel sounding step like a paradiddle. Okay, paradiddle's not bad. What about a back essence? Okay, not too bad. Everything just looks really chunky and kind of not very nice though. I am noticing that. What about a Broadway? Now see, it's when I go on that forward flap, I'm getting stuck with them. Yeah, not a smoothness to them. There's I think it's this big, there's also like a little, like they come up a little bit. You probably can't see it, but there's like a little slant at the front. So when I go to do a front flap, it kind of stops my flap there. So interesting. Let's just try one more, shuffle ball change. Interesting, considering a shuffle does a front sound, but with a flap, you go more forward on your toe. So that's probably because that slant is at the front. It's interesting. This kind of is an interesting exercise because a flap, you're going more forward. So that front slant at the front of this is stopping me. But the shuffle, because you go off more on the ball of your foot and there's no slant at, it's flat right on this, I'm not being stopped with the shuffle. So as much, I mean it's still rubber. So kind of interesting there. All right, so interesting experiment. enough silliness for the day. There you go. Subscribe. Thank you for indulging me. All right, subscribe to my channel. Check out all my other videos. My other videos, I promise you, if you've never watched them, they are tutorials and they do teach you something. All right, there you go. See you in my next.